Hey, good morning, everybody. Ultra MAGA video time with Steve. Hey, listen, what's going on? What's going on with illegal immigration right now has gotten really out of control. The left is doing an excellent job of doing what they do best, trying to make it sound like the right and the conservative actions regarding it are just horrid, mean, and human trafficking and all these things. Let's just get to the truth. Let's just get to the truth because I'm tired of dealing with the left and all of their madness. Let's just say, okay. I get really tired of watching the little one at the podium stand up there and read her cards that don't appear to have any words on them because she'll go. Someone will ask her, "Do you think the border's secure?" And she'll go, oops, there's nothing on here. Yeah, well, you sure it is. Yeah, the border, not only secure, mega secure, dude. It's silly. It's ignorant and it's dumb, right? Well, we all get that. Well, the genius of what's going on right now of sending these folks to these sanctuary cities like Kamala's house and to Martha's Vineyard, and you're hearing all about it now, and oh my God, they're human trafficking, and they're treating them terrible by putting them on $1 million coaches, for the record. Free food, free clothes, free housing, free money, free everything on us, welcome in, okay? Don't tell me about human trafficking. The human trafficking was all happening before they even got to our border. This is something that gets lost in the sauce. If you're coming from Venezuela, you're coming from South America, are you not? You know where Venezuela is? You ever walk from Venezuela to our southern border? That's a hike. And a lot of bad things are going to happen on your way, I promise you, okay? No one cares about that, though. That's neither here nor there. Kamala Harris said something incredibly stupid yesterday. She said they're busing these people from Venezuela across our country. And it's and she said all these things that it is. It's horrendous. It's terrible. She's going to talk through your nose when you say it. No, Kamala, they didn't bust them from Venezuela. They had to get up to our southern border first. This is how chronically stupid you people are. You don't even understand the basic global geographics of the circumference of the world, okay? They had to get a couple thousand miles first to get up here, and then we bust them, and believe me, they didn't take nice brand new Provost coaches from Venezuela to get here either, honey. They had a horrible trip to get here. Some of them, maybe even they flew. That's what we're discovering. You know, they're just coming up here. Why? Because it's open. You got the dude being interviewed in Venezuela. Oh, it's because the borders are open. We're coming up here because the news says borders are open. Come on in. They'll let you in for free and they'll give you free stuff. That's what he's saying. He's all hunky-dory, nonchalant about it. And he should be. He should be. Now, Kamala Harris and the White House are also saying that the root of this problem is the true problem. And the root of the problem, what's going on. And they keep using Venezuela as the gleaming example because of their socialist activity. Now, Kamala, Bernie Sanders, AOC, all of you socialist loving human beings that love socialism, you see it in Venezuela. They're fleeing Venezuela to flee socialism / communism to get here to a free society where they can be free. Even Kamala said, they could be free. Free to do what? Free to watch you turn it into communism and socialism like their countries are? See, this is what doesn't make any sense to me. Then, when you ask them what's wrong with immigration, the morons at the White House say it's the problems in the root. It's in their country. That's why Kamala flew down there to talk to them, and to talk to them and have nice lunches and dinners and then fly back. Yeah, fly right over that border, pumpkin. Don't stop at the border where the real problem is. Go to the root cause. Listen, let's talk about root causes and what we do about them, okay? Late 1700s, there was a country that was having some root cause problems in their country. And they were having a problem with the leadership of the country. And they were having a problem with being overtaxed, overburdened, and just basically everything that they could do or produce was being taken from them to feed the king his money. What did they do? Did they get on a bus and go to another country? Did they walk 2,000 miles to cross another border? That would have shot them if they did. Did they sling on up to Canada? Did they fly on down to Mexico? No. They took up arms and they took their country back and they made it the country that everyone wants to get into. When we talk about root problems, this hit me like an epiphany this morning when I'm watching the news and they're all touting this bullshit of the root causes of our immigration problem. You don't have to have a first grade education, Kamala, to understand what the root causes of the border crisis are. Peanut, if it's a border crisis, that means the crisis is at the border. Say it with me. Starts with a B. Capital B, order, border. And you know what the other word is? Order, that's after the B. The order you need at the border to keep it less, here's a new word for you, Peanut, crisisy. Okay, Kamala, it'd be less crisisy at the border if you would have order there, but you don't. You say the problem is within the countries themselves. So you go have extravagant lunches, fly down there and fly back, and you want to go to Europe. That's all we got out of your trip. The fact that you had to go to Europe. And you didn't get to go. This is your leadership, man. And I'm asking, okay, Venezuelans, Haitians, Nicaraguans, whoever else is coming up, Mexicans. What are you doing about your problem in your own country? What are you doing for your country to be the patriot in your country now that you're coming to our country to take the patriots' money? That's what you're doing. You're coming here and you're taking our money. Let's just be honest. This is just honesty. Steve, that's racist. No, there's nothing to do with that word. Stop using it. Stupid. Okay? It's not racist that someone comes to your country, gets free shit out of your pocket, just because our current administration has the borders wide open, and they're wide open, out of the mouths of the people walking across it. This is foolishness. It's insanity. It's ludicrous. And to call the border crisis a crisis in the countries that they're coming from, how many countries are they coming from now? Wasn't it like 139 or even more than that? So what you're saying, Kamala, is 139 plus countries are pieces of shit? Is that what you're saying? I mean, that's what you're saying. You're saying that's where it starts. So rather than hey, listen up, people from 139 plus countries. Listen to me. Look at me for a second. Watch one of my videos. Why don't you arm up? Stand your asses up against all this tyranny you're getting. One of them called it socialism. I thought that was awesome. Remember in Venezuela, they ate their own zoo animals, and first they ate the dogs, then they started eating the cats, and it got so bad they had to start looking for mice and rats in the city to get meat. That's how bad socialism can get. Venezuela is a gleaming example of it, and they're fleeing it left and right. Okay. Joe's buying oil from them now, or begging them to buy oil from them. That's how smart this administration is. These are the people he wants to do business with. Them, Russia, China, all of the worst people on the planet our administration wants to do business with. I mean, does any of this add up for anybody? Is this making any sense to anyone but me and a handful of you? Because it's so obvious, it's insane. It's almost insane. God bless America and its patriots, because you know what? When we discovered something was grossly wrong here, and we did it early on, okay? We didn't wait for the zoo animals to eat, okay? We recognized it. We had enough. We started to organize, and we took it back. We fought, we died, we bled. We sacrificed everything, our homes, our families, our businesses, everything, to do what patriots do. Stand for what's right. That's all. They weren't fighting for treasures, and they weren't fighting for gold and diamonds and yachts and Lear jets. No. They were fighting for the basic principles of freedom. The basic core principles of freedom. Now, you countries people from these countries that want to just walk over here and take ours, or a piece of ours, or want a piece of ours, you come here and you work your ass off. You do it right. You get your citizenship and you stop fucking around and you do it right. Okay? Might give you a pass, but I'm going to tell you something. If you people can't take care of your own turf, what good are you here? We don't need people here that can't take care of their own there. You run. So what do we get? The cowards. You know what you are? You're a bunch of cowards. You split from your own country. You bring everything here. And then what do? You send all the money back to your shit country. Make me understand that. Okay? Now, those of you that come here and you work hard and you prosper and you want to be a good American and you want to be a patriot, you're the exemption. Okay? You're the, you're the ones we do want. Okay? All of you that are just coming here and getting on Social Security and bleeding the country dry and taking it right out of the taxpayer's pocket, I'm talking to you. Okay? Listen, good, strong people don't run. They fight. They stand and fight. Or they and I'm not saying everything has to be a war. Don't get me wrong. These are metaphors for the most part, or hypothetical. You can do good things in your country to make it better. What are they voting for? What are they trying for? What are they doing with their cartels? They just let them take over. They're like sheep. If you're a sheep in your country, yeah, you're probably going to leave. You're just going to head the other way. Where are they leading us to? America. America, good. Yeah. Oh, lucky us. We get the sheep, the fleeing sheep. And the shepherds are making all the money, marching your asses across our border. You see what I'm saying? Ouch. I just hit my hand on my own table. The more I think about this, the more crazy it makes me, because I'm tired of America having to be the sponge that soaks up all of the cowards and those who will run. And believe me, when I'm watching the interviews, they're not beat up, tore up, they got brand new clothes on. Oh, we came over here because it's free. This is their attitude. Yeah, it's free, everything. It says on the news that the border is open and it's free. Everything's free. You come across the border, it's free. Do I look oppressed? Do I look like someone's been kicking my ass and shooting at me? No. No, man. News said border's open. I'm coming here. Shit, man. I get free stuff right when I get here. Rock and roll. Look at the new clothes on. I had a killer meal on the way here. Look at that coach I just came here at. That's a nice bus. That's the nicest bus I've ever been on. Yeah. It's great. America give you anything. You know what? And it's all to buy your vote. It's just to buy your vote. And it's to buy your race. See, you want to talk about racism? Yeah. Why are you just letting them all in and tearing the borders down, Joe? Because of racism. That's why. Because you know if you get a certain race of people, and you keep your thumbs on their head and you keep them down far enough, they'll have to depend on you, the government. You see what it's all about? Control, money, and power. Most of all, votes. That's what the border is. It's a voting booth for the Democrats. Open up the voting booth doors, let them in, and pray to God they vote for us, and they should. Put a Biden shirt, and you've seen them in their Biden t-shirts, on their body, and they'll go, I guess this is who we vote for. Put this shirt on them. Why don't you put that shirt on them? Ultra MAGA. Might be backwards, but that's okay. They were backwards when they got here. Put that on them. And teach them to be American. The people that come here and get their citizenship legally and go through all that studying and they go through the time it takes and all of the paperwork and just it's red tape, let's be honest. God bless them, because you're getting slapped across your face so hard with a pair of gloves with sand in them right across your face. And you know what? You should be appalled. God bless you for doing it right. All right, people, I'm not going to go too long. This has gone way too long, but I heard that crap this morning. I couldn't take it. Stand up for your own country, for crying out loud. Do something right, good for your own country, and leave us out of it, maybe. All right? You guys have a great day. Take care. Do something kind for each other. Yeah. Ciao.